Yes. Listen.
Back it up, back your pull it up with you so you're not dragging it. Try to run you down another battery real quick. I will run you down a battery. Chase!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start our ceremony, we'd like to do just a little bit of housekeeping. If during the evening you do need the restrooms, they are in
The Box Elder High School building. Over here where you see the purple gate and go up the stairs there to the right, and the restrooms are in there. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand? And please remain standing until after the presentation of the flag.
and grab the flag.
Proper hand salute. Color guard attention. Forward march.
Okay, are you
Would
getting
the graduates please stand?
perfect?
Braden, move up and zoom in.
Ready, post. Would you please repeat the Pledge of Allegiance after me? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. The audience may be seated. Color guard dismissed.
We would like to express our thanks to the veterans of foreign wars post 1695 for performing our flag ceremony. I feel a little guilty right now because you folks up there in the stands have to look at me and I get to look at this fabulous sight in front of me. It is amazing to be here with you this evening, graduates of 2026. We appreciate all of you who are here with us tonight. This is a little bit of an experiment. This is the first time we've tried doing graduation outside, and so we like it. We think it's going pretty well. For those of you who are not familiar with all that we do at Sunrise High, let me give you a little bit of an introduction. We provide many different programs for Box Elder School District at several different locations. But most of what we do can be divided into 2 parts. First, we work with regular high school students from all over Box Elder County. This includes face-to-face classes as well as online courses. Secondly, Sunrise also provides adult education services for all of Box Elder County. This includes adult students working towards a diploma as well as those working to complete their GED. Our adult program also provides English language services each week as well as education services for our county jail. Between all of our programs, tonight we are able to celebrate 77 high school graduates, 7 adult education graduates, and 23 GED completers this year. And while we appreciate those numbers, we realize that behind each one of those numbers is a man or a woman who has overcome challenges to accomplish this great thing in their life. They are amazing individuals and have accomplished incredible things to reach this goal. It has not been easy. Each of them have their own stories to tell, and we will hear a few of them this evening. We would like to welcome and recognize some special guests that are on the stage with us tonight. They are people who often work behind the scenes but have a direct impact on the learning of our students. Not all were able to be here tonight, but for those who are here, please stand when your name is mentioned. Box Elder School Board President Tiffany Summers, Vice President Danielle Wright, and other board members Karen Cronin, Stephanie DePhillips, Wade Hyde, Brian Smith, and Julie Taylor. We also have with us from the district office, Superintendent Stephen Carlson. And just so you'll know, tonight is the last act that Superintendent Carlson has before he rides off into the sunset. And we appreciate all that he's done for us over the last 9 years. We also have Assistant Superintendent Heidi Jo West, Assistant Superintendent Keith Meekum with us. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce our Sunrise High staff. They are incredible people, and they need to be recognized. Wherever you are in the stadium, please stand when I call your name. First, our teachers, Haley Anderson, Lynn Beck, Darcy Dyer. We are very grateful that Darcy is able to be with us tonight. As some of you know, she is waging a courageous battle against a very rare form of cancer. She has a long road ahead of her, and she is grateful for all the support that she gets. If you would like to follow along with her on this journey, it is documented on her Facebook page, Darcy Strong. Robert Franskowiak, Leslie Friedal, Tracy Burrows, Kay Kraus, Kurt Moulton, Maddie Rinderknecht, Mike Robinson, Kelly Sorensen, Ann Turner, and Heather Watts. Also our support staff, Michelle Archer, Doreen Black, Debbie Blaisdell, Courtney Bruner, Valerie Durbin, Jorge Garcia, Mandy Jepson, David Kraus, Tessa Leslie, Kim McNeely, Hunter Morgan, Abby Oblock, Tracy Odell, Isabel Olson, Josie Pugsley, Trina Thompson, Brett Voris, and Erica Zirkle.
Whack-a-mole. We tried to get him, Tony.
Before I go any further, I would like to thank particularly the two people who are the behind-the-scenes workers to make sure that this happens and goes off seamlessly. And they are Tessa Leslie and Kim McNeely. Can we please give them a round of applause? Our first speaker is someone who has had a huge impact on a number of students throughout her years here at our school. I'm honored to introduce Heather Watts as our first speaker this evening. Heather started with Box Elder School District as a para in 2008. In 2014, she became a teacher at the Dale Young High School, which is now Sunrise High School. Heather leads by example while encouraging both our students and staff to participate in service opportunities. Her laugh is contagious and can regularly be heard throughout the halls of our school. Heather? Hold the microphone on your chin and talk loud.
Okay.
Hey, Tony, make your way around behind Braden, go to the other side so we just get a...
Good evening. What a beautiful night to be together and to celebrate. This spring, a student told me that whatever or whenever they have big news to share, their go-to move is to text a picture of Paul Revere on his midnight ride, because nothing says big news or history is being made quite like that. This year, as our country marks 250 years of Paul Revere's ride and the forging of a new nation, I can't think of a better moment than now to send that text, because what you have accomplished is big news and historic. You faced hard things, including health struggles, balancing jobs, family situations, and other life things, but you kept writing until you reached this stage. So today isn't just a celebration of a piece of paper, it's a celebration of your resilience. Graduating during America's 250th anniversary is an honorable distinction. Graduating in 2026 means you are the semi-quincentennial graduating class. You are graduating at a major milestone in human history. You embody the spirit of the American experiment. 250 years ago, the United States was an alternate path. It was an unconventional, messy, and risky experiment in doing things differently. The founders didn't have everything figured out. They just knew they needed the freedom to try a different way. By forging your own non-traditional paths to graduation, you are the living, breathing definition of that original American struggle and determination, as you have persevered in achieving a goal in a different way. You also represent the next chapter of the story of the United States. Graduating at a 250-year marker means looking backward in history, but more importantly, looking forward. You are the class tasked with continuing the journey, writing the story, and defining what the next era looks like. That may sound like a big responsibility, but the blueprint is found in the history we are celebrating this year. The Declaration of Independence is grounded in moral and civic virtues that the founders believed were essential for a free people to survive and ultimately survive. The same virtues that built this country 250 years ago are the tools you can use to build your own future. I'm going to talk about 3 virtues or character traits found in the Declaration of Independence. The first is prudence. In modern terms, prudence means having the wisdom to make intentional choices rather than reckless impulses. Moving forward, the world is going to throw a lot of noise at you. Practice prudence. Don't just react to life. Step back, look at the big picture, and make intentional choices about where you want to go and how you want to go. The second virtue is fortitude, or what we today call grit. The founders knew that declaring independence would lead to hardship, but they had the moral courage to stand firm anyway. You didn't have a smooth, easy high school experience, but you refused to fold. When life gets heavy after today, and it will, remember the fortitude you cultivated here. You have already proven that you can do hard things. The Declaration ends with a pledge of mutual reliance, a powerful promise to support one another. Your alternate path included Sunrise staff who didn't give up on you, family members who cheered you on, and classmates who walked beside you. As you step into the world, build your community, lift others up, and have the humility to ask for help when you need it. We are only as strong as the people we pledge to stand with. I'm going to go back to Paul Revere for just a minute. In April of 1775, the American colonists knew the British Army was planning a surprise march to seize their weapons, but they didn't know exactly how or when the troops would move. Revere and others came up with a plan to warn the Patriots. They asked a church janitor named Robert Newman to do something incredibly risky. They asked him to watch the British movements, sneak into the Old North Church, which was the tallest building in Boston, and climb up the creaking wooden stairs to the top of the steeple to hang a light. If the British marched by land, Newman would hang 1 lantern. If they rowed across the river by sea, he would hang 2. The plan worked. Across the river, the Patriots saw the 2 brief glimmers of light in the dark steeple. They immediately prepared a horse for Paul Revere so he could ride to tell others the British were on the move. The Patriots organized to look out for each other. They chose to stand together and help each other. That is the definition of mutual reliance. For the past few years, you have been focused on your own path, and rightfully so. As your story continues, look to the example of revolutionary Americans to be courageous, make mistakes, be engaged with effort, and be the light. When you see someone struggling, don't just stand by. See and do. Help others navigate their journey just like your teachers, mentors, and families helped you navigate yours. Lift your lamp and be the signal in the dark for someone else. Wisdom, grit, and mutual reliance, these are the virtues that built a nation 250 years ago, and they are the exact same virtues that got you to graduation today. When the Declaration of Independence was signed 250 years ago, America wasn't a perfect finished product. It was a messy, experimental idea. Your journey to this stage hasn't been a straight line or a perfect story. It's been an experiment. It took detours, late nights, sacrifices, and a lot of trial and error. But just like our country, your strength isn't in being perfect. It's in your willingness to keep evolving. Remember the last line of the Declaration of Independence, where the founders looked at one another and wrote, "We mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor." Class of 2026, that is your inheritance. Live up to it. Pledge your lives to purpose. Use your fortunes and talents to lift others. Build a caring and understanding society and use your education to drive the expansion of human freedom and fight for common good. I believe that I can speak collectively for our Sunrise staff to say we are grateful for you. You teach us more than you may realize. We are proud of you, and we look forward to hearing from you as your story continues. Congratulations to the semi-quincentennial Sunrise Class of 2026.
Thank you. Thank you, Heather. Next, we will hear from 3 of our graduating students. At the beginning of the year, our students take a pledge to graduate, and they each sign an honorary blue gown as a symbol of their commitment to complete the journey towards graduation. At the end of the year, the senior students who are graduating are polled to see who they would like to wear that gown at graduation and to speak to them. And this year they have chosen Rylan Trent Heiner. After Rylan, we will hear from another amazing and truly dedicated student, Kristen O'Reilly Reyna. After Kristen, we will hear a few words from one of our adult education students who would not give up and persisted until she finished, Linda Oralia Haro Viejas. Rylan? Rest the microphone right on your chin.
On my chin? Good evening, everyone. First off, I just want to say we actually made it, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Some of us barely made it to first period on time, and somehow we're graduating high school. That deserves applause by itself. But seriously, standing here tonight means a lot to me because there was a time in my life where I honestly didn't know if I would ever make it to this moment. High school isn't always what people think it is. For some people, it's football games, dances, and figuring out algebra you'll never use again. For others, it's battles nobody sees. I battled my fair share of battle choices and eventually hitting rock bottom. And I'm not standing up here proud of those mistakes, but I'm proud that I didn't stay there. Because rock bottom has a weird way of showing you 2 things, who you really are and who's still standing beside you when everything falls apart. For me, that was my family. My mom, Tiffany, who never stopped believing in me when I made it incredibly difficult. My grandpa, Sherm, and my grandma, Gail, who loved me through every failure and every restart. My siblings, Chloe and Wilder, who supported me whether I deserved it or not. All my aunts and uncles who reminded me I was capable of more than the path I was heading down. I wouldn't be here without them, not even close. And during my senior year, life surprised me in the best way possible. I met someone who supported me unconditionally, pushed me to keep going, and reminded me that growth is possible. And the cool part is she's graduating right here with us tonight. Justice, you are the best. I think sometimes people assume turning your life around happens in one big movement, like you wake up one day and suddenly have everything figured out. It's smaller than that. It's choosing every day to keep trying, choosing to get back up after messing up, and choosing to believe your future can be bigger than your worst mistake. That's what I learned. And I know I'm not the only person here who struggled. Maybe your battle looked different than mine. Maybe nobody even knows what you went through to sit in that seat tonight. But we made it. Every late night, every setback, every moment we wanted to quit, we pushed through it. That's something nobody can take away from us. So if there's one thing I want everyone to remember after tonight, it's this. Your mistakes do not decide your future. One bad chapter does not mean your story is over. With dedication, determination, and the right people beside you, you can come back from anything. I'm living proof of that. To my mom, to my family, Mom, Grandpa Sherm, Grandma Gail, Chloe and Wilder, and all my aunts and uncles, thank you for loving me at my worst so I could become my best. And to the graduating class, we came from different places, we faced different struggles, and took different paths to get here. But tonight, we crossed the finish line together. So let's be proud of that. Let's keep growing, keep fighting for ourselves, and keep proving that no matter where you start, you can still come out on top. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it.
All right, guys, I'm going to be so honest. I didn't know I was going to do a speech until today, like an hour ago. So this is going to be a little messy. But I just want to congratulate all the graduates, family, and friends that are here to support us. But I think high school was about human experiences, not what you learned in math or English. It's learning to deal with emotions with friends, families, and home life. Learning to deal with heartbreak, learning to break someone's heart, and to do it for your own good. Oh wow, I'm nervous. This moment is a testament to your hard work, dedication, and the incredible journey you've shared. As you step forward, remember the lesson you've learned as friendships were made, power of the unique potential. And as we're older, I want you guys to realize no matter who you're doing this for, parents, siblings, you should also be doing this for your little self. When you had the most curiosity of a brain, when you dreamed of being an astronaut or a mermaid. The world awaits your unique contributions, so embrace your new challenges, stay curious, and always believe in yourselves. This is just the beginning of a new adventure, so don't be scared of the future, even though it is very scary. But we're all afraid of something. It is what we do with that fear that defines us. So we just have to take it on, and I'm so proud of you guys. And I know you guys may not know me personally, but I love each and every one of you. And that's it. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Good evening, everyone. Today is a very special day for me and my family. Standing here as an adult education graduate is something I once thought would never happen. But deep in my heart, I always promised myself that one day I will come back and finish school. I did not return school only for myself. I came back for my children. I want my children to understand the importance of education and to know that no matter how difficult life becomes, they do not have any excuse to give up on their dreams. I want them to see the finished school. It is possible. My journey is not easy, working 2 jobs while raising 4 children as a single mother. There were many days when I was exhausted, stressed, and overwhelmed. There were moments when I wanted to quit, but every time I feel like giving up, I remember, why did I start this? When I moved here from Mexico at 13 years old, everything changed. I did not know any English. I still remember my first day of school, crying because I was scared and I don't understand the language. Learning English became one of my greatest obstacles in my life. That is why one of my proudest moments was passing my language art test. To many people, it seems just like one test, but not to me. It means so much more. It proves to me that I was stronger than my fears. Once I passed that test, I told myself, if I can do this, I can do anything. None of this would be possible without the support of my children. They were my motivation every single day. Even when things were hard, they remind me why I had to keep going. I also hope today make my parents proud. When I quit school years ago, they were disappointed, and I understand why. Today, I hope they can see that I never give up completely. It might take me longer than expected, but I made it here. To my fellow graduates, every one of us has a story. Many of us faces challenges, sacrifices, and setbacks. But tonight proves that it is never too late to start again. We are stronger than the obstacles we face. This graduation is not the end for me. I hope to continue my education, learning a new career, and create a better future for my family. Thank you to the teachers, staff, and my classmates, and especially to my children to always believe in me. And to anyone who thinks it's too late to follow their dreams, it is not. ¡Sí se puede!
I'd like to thank Rylan, Kristen, and Linda for sharing their stories with us, and there are many, many more. Stories of overcoming challenges, and we as a faculty are honored to be able to participate in your journeys. Next, we would like to, each year we choose to honor one of our staff members who exemplifies everything that Sunrise stands for. It's called the Judy Harrison Award. This award is in honor of Judy Harrison, who dedicated over 31 years to being a champion for students and alternative education. This year, we would like to once again honor one of our colleagues by presenting her with this award. The 2026 recipient of the Judy Harrison Award is Kay Krause. Kay, will you please come up here? David, will you come with her, please? Kay is the unsung hero of our adult education program. She creates a classroom environment where adult learners feel safe, valued, and completely understood. Her true superpower is building authentic student connections, recognizing that adult education requires deep empathy and trust. By meeting every student exactly where they are, Kay breaks down the common fears of returning to school. She skillfully transforms anxious classrooms into supportive communities where everyone can thrive. Her deep dedication instills a newfound confidence that impacts her students' lives far beyond graduation day. So many of our students wouldn't be here today without Kay. We would also like to take a moment and recognize two of our colleagues who are joining with Superintendent Carlson and moving on to a new adventure. First, Debbie Blaisdell. After decades of shaping hot minds and hearts, Debbie is putting away her bipper bopper for the final time. She has been a constant pillar of the school, known as much for her kind heart and wise words as for her ability to see potential in every student who walked through the doors. While our school will feel quieter without her familiar presence, her legacy lives on in the thousands of students she inspired to work harder and dream bigger. And remember, students, the filter that you have been given in making decisions, and that is, what would Debbie do? Also ending her career is Tracy Hanson Burrows. After decades of unwavering dedication, Tracy is stepping away from the classroom to embark on a well-deserved retirement. She leaves behind a legacy not just in curriculum knowledge, but in the countless young minds she nurtured with kindness, patience, and unwavering belief. Congratulations for a career spent touching hearts and inspiring dreams. Thank you, Debbie and Tracy. Now, for what you've all been waiting for. Board President Summers, Superintendent Carlson, and members of the Board of Education, as principal of Sunrise High School and the Director of Adult Education for Box Elder School District, I recommend these candidates to you for graduation. They have completed the requirements set forth by the State of Utah, Box Elder School District, and Sunrise High for graduation.
Congratulations, Sunrise High School graduates of 2026. Tonight reminds me of my own graduation many years ago. Back then, graduations were smaller and simpler. The year I graduated, we could only invite our parents. Tonight, this football field is filled with friends, family, teachers, and loved ones who are all here to celebrate you. And that is what makes this evening even more special. As I look out at all of you tonight, I imagine many different emotions are filling your hearts and minds. Some of you know exactly what comes next. Some of you are headed to college, the military, trade schools, or straight into the workforce. Some of you have dreamed for years about becoming teachers, nurses, engineers, business owners, artists, mechanics, or maybe even something that no one has even imagined yet. And some of you may still be figuring it all out, and that's okay. The truth is, very few people have their entire life mapped out at graduation. Life has a way of opening unexpected doors and leading us down paths we never planned to take. As I prepared these remarks tonight, I thought about one simple piece of advice that I wish someone had shared with me when I graduated. Graduates, here is that piece of advice, and it comes from a quote by Steve Jobs. Don't let the noise of other people's opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Graduates, there will always be people telling you what you should do, who you should become, or what success is supposed to look like. But deep inside, each of you has a voice that knows what brings you joy, purpose, and fulfillment. Have the courage to listen and follow that voice. And if life leads you in a different direction someday, don't be afraid to follow a new path. Some of the greatest opportunities and happiest moments in life come from unexpected turns along the way. Graduates, this is your life. This is your time. Dream big, work hard, be kind, lift others, and never stop believing in what is possible for you and your life. Wherever your journey takes you, remember that your family, your teachers, and this community will always be cheering you on. Principal Rasmussen, on behalf of the Box Elder Board of Education, I, Wade Hyde, accept these candidates for graduation. They have completed all requirements set forth by the State of Utah, the Box Elder School District, and Sunrise High School. Congratulations, Sunrise High School class of 2026. We are all proud of you.
They're gonna come behind me, I guess, here. I'll put 'em- All right, so come on up.
Rylan Trent Bingham. Kristen O'Reilly Reyna. Linda Aurelio Aro Villegas. Hector Villegas Haro. Good job. Benjamin Caleb Argueta. Joseph Don Reuben Bailey. Miley Ann Baird. Justice May Barrera. Blake Bassett. Avery Emil Benitez. Damian William Bird. Okay, what? You scared me, man. I was like, what do I do? Braxton Lee Blevins. Good job. Elizabeth Marie Bravo. Jeffrey Thomas Brodeur. Congratulations. Ferris Carol Burns. Kyla Rose Camarena. Carson Cody Chambers. Leon Malulani Cobb. Angel Eduardo Cortizano. Michaela Rose Cumberland. Good job. Jack Christopher Cutler. Payson Brett Danzy. Scotland Ann Draper. Leela Kai Dunaway. Zoe Michelle Eichholt. Good job. Chloe Ann Ellison. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Carson William Evans. Cade Dean Eklund. Congratulations. Courtney Alexis Ferguson. Trayson J.L. Fletcher. Jaden Douglas Frecker. Carlos Josue Garcia. Evelyn Rose Garn. Congratulations. Briley Dawn Grange. Brielle, I'm sorry. Drake William Haight. Chase Gunner Hall. Michaela Kirsha Janelle Harris. Bryson Trent Helmendaller. Charlie Elizabeth Henderson. Asen Shad Holdaway. Alexia Orr? Just Alexia Orr? That's it. Alexia Orr. Tanner Douglas Jolly. Savannah Nash Jones. McLaren David Keller. Juno Knowlton. Amaris Esther Lorraine Koch. Sorry. Alyssa Lee Kroger. Madison Taylor Kuster. Addison Larkin. Congratulations. Zoe Jane Lewis. Isaac Leon Logan. Kinley May Lund. Kennedy Chasley McAvinta. Congratulations. Angel Lino Marquez. How you doing? What's up? I'll try not to. Sarah Lucia Martinez Corral. Is it close enough? Is it close enough? Thanks for the confidence. Avery Douglas Moore. Congratulations. Oh, Carter Ray Norton. Serenity Marie Oviedo. Tiffany Chinkinkira Oyola Urdaneta. Lillian Parkinson.
Don't give me that look.
Don't give me, you gotta tip me. Dallas Charles Pohl. Jefferson A. Portillo. Peyton Marie Powell. Jace Connor Pruitt. Congratulations. Hudson Bryce Rigby. Logan David Jose Ramos. Chloe Alexa Reinsberger. Destiny Dawn Lee Rochelle. Brianna Lee Ross. Congratulations. Theo Sexton. Congratulations. Jarrett Max Spencer Jr. Payson John Starr. Congratulations, Payson. Kylie Grace Turkelson. Gavin Ross Tolman. Fernando Julian Torres. Good job, Fernando. Jasper Lynn Tuttle. Congratulations. Diana Vargas Caballero. Kylie Noel Wallace. How's it going? What's that? Riddick James Wardle. Congratulations. Weesey? Yes. Jensen Michael Weesey. Tegan DJ Wynn. Stratton Michael Winters. Cool. Holden Ray Worthington. Jonathan Michael Young. Isabella Lynn Zobel. Congratulations.
All right, could we join in one more time and give these wonderful people a huge round of applause?
gonna let me know when.
Gotta hold the mic pretty close to your mouth. I like to rest it right on my chin. Right here. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Okay. Go ahead.
Graduates, please stand. Strength shows not only in the ability to persist, but the ability to start over. Please join me as we celebrate this new beginning by moving our tassels from the right side to the left. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it.
If you want to go pick up your hat now, go ahead. I would like to commend the art that many of you had on your hats. You guys can go ahead and sit down. Congratulations, class of 2026. You guys are absolutely amazing. On behalf of the faculty and staff at Sunrise High School and Box Elder Adult Education, we thank you for letting us be part of your journey. We have learned from you as you have learned from us. We wish you every success as you venture into that place called the real world. Know this, you can do hard things. Please remember us. Find a small place in your heart where we can always be with you, because know this for certain, a part of you will always be with us. Thank you. Have a great evening.
I gotta find the farewell music.
Look at that. Right one dead solid hour. Man, that's tight. That's a mathematics teacher tight.
Well, last year I had to forego my remark in order to finish the email.
Look at the bubble machine. Feel like I'm on the Lawrence Welk show. Not too many people remember that. I know.
Oh, I do.
I had to watch that every Sunday night.
Very nice. Thank you very much for